This previous vlog has a lot of clips in it, 78. That's way above normal, so let's see how long it'll take to edit. Time. It's currently 4:17 p.m. and I just finished editing, and then I'm going to now export it. And so yeah, just finally finished the vlog. Just finished supper and I'm getting back to work now. And so let's see, I think the vlog should be finished processing. Yep, looks like it's all done there. So then I can just simply go to the other page, open up a new tab, and then click on channel dashboard, and then let it load slowly, and then click upload and let it load. Almost at 300 subscribers, so that's exciting. And then select files, select this one, and then it'll start loading. But now that's done, so I can exit this thing slowly. It's slowly exiting. It'll get there. Yep, there's that done. So then I can move this page back over here to my main monitor. Then I can open up the first page on the side over here that has the music, but since I exited the music in hopes that it would make my computer go faster. Oh yeah, and the search, not the search bar, the volume with the latest Windows update is now at the bottom. It's weird. And so then do that. So then the volume's set the normal volume, and then trying to load things up here, but everything's frozen again. But the good news is, the one thing I bought for one of my personal collections finally shipped. I think I ordered it 2 or so weeks ago from Singapore, and it's finally being shipped out. So while my computer's trying to wake up and decide if it wants to continue existing or not, I'm going to play some games and then hopefully be able to slowly let the vlog upload now. So yeah, as is normal with clone helmets, you're going to get a lot of them that are just not in the best condition. Like, I mean, this stuff here is dirty, cleaned. Some of them's a bit clean, but then it has other wear. Let's see if I can find it. For example, I mean, there's a whole bunch missing on the front, but then there's weird marks on the side, and there's also some surface damage on that as well and stuff like that. But overall, these things are in very poor condition. So then I looked at the price guide for the parts, and I don't have it up anymore, but then the cheapest in Canada is $3, and that's only with a quantity of 1 of them for sale. But I've got 2, 4, 6, 7. I did have 2 others, I believe, in of this version of the print that I listed separately, but here's 7 of them that are in just very poor quality print. So then I wrote, has moderate / heavy / very heavy wear / damage / dirt, etc. Very poor quality, and priced them at $2.75 a piece, which is a very good price for these parts here. So then I'll just put these guys in drawer 333 right there. So then 00000, wait, no, 3, I don't know. And so then that there, I'll list them, then go back to here and then click up the part again real quick. And then as I can see here, based off of the quantity, $2.75, pretty much anywhere. This here is one of the best prices you can get for quantity. So that means for someone just looking to buy these as filler or just for whatever purposes they need them for, if it's not for display, if they even want to create like on for example Geonosis or something like that, like super dusty and dirty troopers and stuff like that, this works perfect for that. So people do still buy these, and I've sold I think I've sold every single version of this. Every single clone helmet I've ever listed, I've sold, and so no matter the condition it's been listed in, so they do sell well. So that's being listed now, and so I've got a few helmets left. Got the ARF Trooper or ARC Trooper, can't remember, of those, and I got these guys here. Then I still have a couple torsos, Kashyyyk Troopers, and then I've got all of the heads left. I don't know how I didn't notice this before, but this is definitely this pair of legs right here. You can see them. The color of the markings looks a little bit different, but it is dark bluish gray tally marks, and it is the same on this one right here. And so some of you may have already seen here, but this is worth about 25 to 64 bucks. Well, definitely not 64. Like, I couldn't sell it for that most likely. But it is definitely a good find from Captain Rex. Don't find his parts too often. I've in the past, I think I actually found his torso once. I can't remember what I sold it for. It wasn't for too much because it's a little bit more common. But yeah, that was a nice find. So how much is his helmet? That's not too expensive. Too difficult to get, I mean, but this is impossible to get if I remember. Yeah, this thing is worth a crazy amount. But yeah, nice to find a few parts from him every now and then. So I'm gonna get this guy listed then. But it looks like he has it has minor or medium damage, and I can confirm it's Lego. It says it's let's see if I can zoom back in. It says Lego up there, and then it says Lego inside of the legs there. So it's not in the best condition. I'll see if I can get the balance to change a little bit. I'd say I'll probably list it as has medium damage or wear or something like that. Just had a nice order come in. I sold another Kanan Jarrus part. This time it was the torso, along with a Luke Skywalker torso and an Obi-Wan torso. So it's always nice to be able to sell some new old stock type stuff. So I just passed, 1 second, let me get it up real quick. 15,500 lots for sale, so that was really nice to see. And I'm syncing up the stores now, so I'm just going to quickly tidy up my work area just a little bit. So this here is just my bags over here. Then I'll just, this drawer I was working on. This drawer though, and this drawer over here are full, so I'll put those ones away. I checked to make sure nothing was missing their remarks. Then I've got my containers that I always just keep around. Then I've got a couple more containers over there. This one's full enough, I guess. I'll put on the side. Same with this one up here. So that will leave just enough room for these 3 containers over here to be put on the ledge as well. And then I've got this container, which I honestly have no idea why anything in this container is in this container, but it's in that container and I'm going to live with it. So then I'll put this container on the side over here. Same with this one. And then that one there, because that's part of my to list file. So then I'll put the Chima stuff there as well. And then this is the bag I was working on today, and I listed a whole bunch out of it. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of CMF parts in these drawers. So then I'll just leave that on the side and I'll continue working on that next week. And this here's just some random stuff as well. So then that'll be put there to process over there. And then I don't need to do anything with all of these arms and stuff right now. So I'll just leave these guys over there because I don't really feel like dealing with them. And so then I'll put these drawers away, and then I'll probably be calling it a day now. As a seller, one of the best things that you can see is seeing stuff sell that you just listed. I just listed this glove and these 2 helmets here on Saturday, and today's Monday, and they already sold. So that is really nice, and it's encouraging to get more stuff listed. And so this baseball glove was just in this bag, just on Saturday, and then I listed some of the stuff from this bag. There's still lots left, and these 2 parts here were in a container that was filled with Star Wars parts. I still got a lot more to go, and so those sold. And so yeah, slowly selling stuff. And so yeah, I'm gonna try to list some minifigure parts, mostly these types here and stuff like that, and then I'll try to get back to the regular parts over there. Well, that's a bit weird. The replacement thing that they were supposed to send me was just marked as canceled for some reason. So yeah, at this point, I mean, it's a really good set. I'm losing out on money, but it seems like there's multiple people confused on the other end. So honestly, I'm not big in customer service. It's always just a lot of unneeded stress trying to contact them and figure it all out. So I'm honestly probably going to just drop it at this point. Well, I was looking at the order I placed on Amazon on Black Friday, and that's its current estimated delivery date. Next year, it's currently November, and it's not expecting it till late January of next year. I might just cancel this order. Yeah, I saved about $30 per set, but ultimately, I don't think I want to wait till January for that. There's other things I'd rather spend money on to sell for the store inventory before then, so I'm probably going to go ahead and cancel this order. I quickly just pulled the eBay orders, and it looks like my camera's a bit foggy. Let me clean the lens real quick. Still a little bit foggy. Probably just the lighting or something. So I've pulled the eBay orders now, and so I'm going to pull the Bricklink orders, a few more than there was previously, so that was nice. And my cart's barely moving. Okay, I thought the lock was on for a second, but it's not. So I'm going to quickly pull the orders now, and then I'll get back to listing. So far today, It doesn't look like too much, and I mean, it wasn't arguably too much because the old game was, old Warzone was finally back up again, and but then I remembered how boring games are, so I'm done playing games for probably the next week or so. But I got these drawers listed here, and then some here, and then a couple throughout several of these containers. Basically, the bag full of CMF parts you saw this morning. And so then that stuff's all listed, and then I'm going to pull orders, and then I'll probably start working on the Star Wars stuff here, and then I've got a couple other containers of different things here I need to try to get listed. So then I'll work on that stuff, and I'll be working for probably another 2 hours or so, including the time of spending I'm going to spend pulling orders. So I'll be back into the rhythm of it now. So I just sold some parts that were just listed in the one of the previous clips of this vlog, I'm pretty sure. I listed them on Saturday. So first, and they're all from drawer 369. So first we have a baseball glove, which is right over here. So we'll just put this with the rest of the order. Then we've got a clone gunner helmet. So we need to look for that one. There's several different helmets in here, but this one is the correct one. And put that there. Then we have Commander Gree helmet, which is the dark green one, which is right here. So then we'll put that one, and always check the bottoms of the helmets to make sure nothing's fallen in them. And then there's just several more parts for the order, and then that order is done. Just finished doing a more generic type sort. I've got all of these super common heads. They're still worth a decent amount, but a stack of those. Then I got the other heads over here. I should move over to the side real quick next to these. Then I've got all of the plain white legs. I already put some of them away into the drawer where they go, but then I'm just leaving these here in case I end up building any of the minifigures or something. Then I've got the snow troopers, and I think this is for first order snow troopers or something like that. They are similar, so I'm just leaving these guys together. Then I've got the thingamajigs here. Then I got the Tatooine type clone troopers. There's 5 of them. Then I got the kamas or however it's pronounced of these guys, and then I'll just put this random one in the headgear accessories container for now, because I'm pretty sure, let me just grab it. Yeah, there's just a whole bunch of similar type stuff in there, so I'll just keep that on the side. And then I've got the headgear over here. I think I said that, I can't remember. Then I've got partially completed minifigures that I'm either going to sell as complete or just to find the parts easier. Like with this one here, it'll be easier to find the parts when they're like that and stuff like that. Then I've got more of the one-off printed stuff over here. I've got a couple that are the same ones, so I'll try to keep those guys together. But for the most part, these are one-off type things, and yeah, there's gonna be similar ones, especially for this thing here. So I'll just make a pile quickly for all of the these things here. So there's that. Then I'll get one quickly for the scout troopers, so I'll put that one there with that. And then this one I'll just put with here because why not. So basically I think scout troopers it's as with the bags, and then the thing on the top right, but clones it's the smaller one and on the top left with more of a belt and armor type look. This thing looks extremely worn down. Let's try and zoom in on this. Yeah, look at that. That is very nasty. Yeah, this thing has definitely seen better days. So the solution for that is put it in there. And so then I'll come across a few that belong in different drawers. So this one is a Rebel torso, so I'll just put it in there. And then this one here, I mean, it's probably a Rebel one, but these things usually sell for a decent amount, so I'll list those right now. And then I'll just mess around with this and try to get this stuff listed real quick, and then probably check in. I've got about an hour 15 or so left of work today, and then I'll be calling it a day. Just getting down for work in the day. I still haven't actually gotten the Lego put away yet, because there's just not, oh, I thought that further than intended. There isn't really anywhere to put that stuff yet. So then, like, I mean, I've got to find room here first. And although there is starting to slowly be a little bit more room, it still isn't all clear or anything like that. So that stuff might just end up sitting there for a little while. I got a notification. I'm just gonna check real quick. Possibly have one DHL package out for delivery today. Not business stuff, but just gonna check, because that's DHL is very fast, it seems. I don't want to show any private information, but I'm just gonna check on video because yeah. Okay, so yeah, then Okay, we got a text on the phone saying there's estimated delivery today, and today's the 29th. I don't want to show any information. Yeah, I'm not going to try to zoom in on that. But then, yeah, it says its estimated delivery date is the 2nd of December. So I don't know why that's different. For the text that says that it's estimated delivery of today or something like that. But overall, DHL is pretty fast, so can't complain about that. And then I got a few more orders. I sold a thing of like 10 different items on eBay for like 30 bucks. There's all just like accessories and stuff like that. I'll see if I can get that page up real quick. And then I sold another Kit Fisto head on eBay. So I'll just open up eBay real quick. First, delete the ad there because I don't need that. Okay, open up eBay. Don't want to show any information, so close this for just a second. Okay, slow computer lag for early morning. It's always like that. All right, and then, okay, it's loading. Slowly loading. It's all white page now, still loading. Okay, it's almost loaded. Slowly loading. It's almost there, I hope. I'll go around the top just to show it's slowly loading still, so hopefully it isn't going to be too long. Oh, it's frozen now. Oh, there it is. Okay, then I'll go back to the side so not showing any information. And then go to this right here. All right. So then they got a whole bunch of different accessories and stuff like that. So there's like cups, cookies, pretzels, ice pop, apples, and then also one minifigure, Ice Cream Joe from the Lego movie. So that was overall pretty good. And then I also sold, where is it? In drawer 1, I sold another Kit Fisto head on eBay. This time it was for $24.99 plus tax and shipping, so that was a pretty good sale. Then I had another order on Bricklink and another order on Brickowl, so I'm going to first get all of the other orders pulled, and then I might try to first list a little bit more of the stuff that's here, some more of the one-off type stuff from this pile here, before putting it all inside to work on after I ship stuff out, just to try and get so I don't have to resort quite as much later. So then I'll first pull orders, then try to work on that for a little bit, and then pack orders, and then ship orders out. Yogurt time. Sometimes I ship things in boxes. I don't use them too often, but then instead of using bubble wrap inside, sometimes what I do is after I put the tape the bottom of the box up, I put the contents in an envelope, and then I just put the envelope, if I can get it with one hand, horizontally into the box, since, at least in theory, this should provide better protection during shipping, because then the contents aren't actually pushed against any of the sides of the box, and it seems to work pretty well. It gives it won't get crushed during shipping or anything like that, and then I can just back it up like this and ship it out, and it should be it's one of the best methods I've found for more fragile items, at least. So that's how I just did this one. Ever since the latest Bricklink thing where they changed and added to my collections, it is just so slow. Every page takes like half a minute to load and everything like that. And then in addition, something I ordered off of eBay, let's just see if I can get it up real quick. Don't want to show any information. 1 second. Okay. Right here, it was marked as delivery not accepted. They never rang the doorbell. I never received a single email or anything like that. And so it says the consignee has refused to accept the shipment. I literally did nothing. This was supposedly out for delivery November 29th. Well, that's today. And this was never at all. They never rung the doorbell, never emailed. There's no DHL vehicle in our area or anything like that. So it says next step, contact us. So I've done that now. But like, I don't know why DHL did this. This is a different package than the other one I'm expecting from them. But yeah, I don't know what happened this time. Like at this point, I don't even know if I can list anything on Bricklink right now. It's currently 8:41, and this page has been loading for like the past 3 or 4 minutes. I was just adding an item relationship request between all of these TIE fighter helmets because on Bricklink you can add a relation between two items for if they're similar or something like that, just so that they're easier to find. Because if I had, for example, this helmet and this helmet, I might just see this helmet. I'm like, okay, that's probably, and then list it, which can cause issues and everything like that. So admins have said they want more relations than instead of less relationships between item listings, so it's just easier to see it and everything like that. So then whenever I come across something similar, I just request it, and oh, internal server error has occurred now. Really? Okay, let's try again and let it load again. And so yeah, then I just did it between these 6 helmets here that are overall pretty similar because it's the exact same mold, and all of them have the I think that's the Rebel insignia or Imperial insignia. I don't know. I've never, not Rebel. Yeah, it's definitely not Rebel. The TIE Violates were the bad guys, I think. I can't remember. I never really watched much Star Wars. But then they've all got that logo on it, and then they have an overall pretty similar helmet pattern. And yeah, some of them are more obviously different than others, but then we'll just see what they do. They might accept some of them, might not, but it's best to just try and get them all done. And this page is just not loading. And then we now just checked our door, and then this was there. I'm not going to show the side that has all the information. But then they literally said that, one second, can I show it without showing details? My name's already public, so I don't need to worry about that. But over here, they said they never even tried to do delivery. So we got the tracking that showed that, we refused delivery, and then we get a thing here that says that they never even attempted delivery, and just left a thing that says we have to pay the stuff online. Like, there's literally says, A, you pay this online, and then we deliver it, and you can have signature removed and everything like that. Or B, you don't pay it online or anything, and then we'll just go to your door, and you sign for it, and you pay for it like normal. But no matter the shipping company, I don't think I've ever once, other than for FedEx, have had a shipping company, so that includes DHL, Canada Post, and I feel like there's one more that I'm forgetting. I can't remember though. Probably not. But no matter what, they just don't actually ever ring the doorbell and try to get a signature or collect duties at the door. It's either pay it online or pay it at the local post office, but never at the door. And it always just causes more issues and everything like that. And hopefully I'll be able to get this sorted out, but I had already emailed DHL because it said get into contact with us and everything like that. But by the looks of it, I just need to go to the website and then pay it, and then they'll deliver it tomorrow or something. So who knows, but hopefully I'll be able to get it all sorted out. Oh yeah, and Bricklink timed out again. So then I've now gone online, and it says our records indicate that delivery was refused by the receiver. Please contact customer service. So yeah, I contacted them, but I mean, they'll probably get back in like 5 days saying, oh yeah, it looks like it's been delivered now, so it's not any worry or anything like that. But now I'll have to respond to that and everything like that, and I try to avoid customer services whenever I can, so that's not going to be fun. But then I just have to pay the duties and taxes and stuff online then, and hopefully this should be delivered tomorrow. And Bricklink just finally had the error 404. So, maybe someone should use that for their username. That would be a fun inside joke, because for those who don't know, every now and then Bricklink just completely decides to stop working, and you always get this exact same error page. So that would actually be a cool username to use, but unfortunately I don't plan on changing my usernames or anything like that, but that would be a cool one to use. So yeah, basically Bricklink is broken right now. This is like the 6th or so time that I've tried to put the form through, and then I'll just try again real quick, and then it'll just load and load and load, and then after like 5 or so minutes it'll eventually say error occurred. So although I didn't plan to play any games for a long time now, I literally can't do anything. So I'm just gonna watch Cubophile things, 2 minutes papers, and just play some games or something, because there's literally nothing I can do. I just list on Bricklink, and so it's not like I list on any other sites or anything like that. What's that? I've had this before in the past. There's just white dust on my headphones every now and then. It's not anything. It's not earwax or anything. It's because it's on the outside, and these are over the ear and stuff. But it's just it's weird. I think I've had it with my previous headset I had from them and everything like that. So I'm thinking that maybe there's like a oil or whatever it is that helps these things rotate smoothly on the other side, and it just isn't that well made. So then it just leaks out or something like that. But I've had it with several different sets of headphones I've had from these this company and stuff like that. So I'll just try and play games for a bit because there's not really anything else to do right now. And finally now at 10:57 p.m. it finally went through. I refreshed the page like at least 15 to 20 times. So now I should be able to go here and it'll say new relation adding, because now all of these are up for the thing to see if we can have a new item relation added, and that took forever. And yeah, everyone in the forums was saying how slow it was. Yogurt time. Well, I'm getting to work today now, and finally it's like 3 p.m. or something like that, because Bricklink servers are off pretty much the entire morning and everything like that. I don't want to jinx it, but they did seem to load when I was typing something in on Bricklink to test it out earlier, and it seems like they did actually move the inventory button back to its original spot, thanks to, I think it was Jab's Brick Store. I'm going to cut right back once I double check. Yeah, it was Jab's Brick Store. I just checked on Instagram, who sent me the heads up that it was actually back to being on the correct setup for everything. Because let me just, I don't know. Oh, my computer's probably gonna have some early morning lag. Yeah, I'm typing in, but nothing's actually loading. All the good old fashioned early morning lag. So well, there we go. And so then I'll search that, but it'll probably take a hot minute to load. Not on Bricklink's side, but on my side because the computer was just turned on. But they did move the inventory button back to where it should be. So hopefully that'll help things out a little bit. Oh, it's starting to load now. And so that was interesting. And then with the DHL thing, then it's supposedly out for delivery today. So hopefully that arrives. And then, yeah, it's just everything was quite interesting on Bricklink. And I wonder if it's possible to list items for sale now. Yeah, it's been like 12 hours since anything was able to even be listed on Bricklink. So hopefully it's all fixed now, or at least most of it's fixed. And then, yeah, this is the last clip of the vlog. Thank you for watching if you got this far. And so the next vlog, today's a Wednesday, so the next vlog should be out on Saturday. And I don't know how long it'll take to edit this vlog. Oh, my computer just loaded finally, so I should be able to quickly click on this, and then hopefully that'll load. And this lag isn't Bricklink, it's just my computer right now. So then we'll let this load, and as you can see, they added the My Inventory thing right back here, and then Wanted List here, and then My Collection on the right side, because these two were originally here, but then when they added My Collection, they put it where My Inventory is, and then moved these two over to the right, which completely messed everything up. And so now it makes sense the way that it is. And so I like it a lot better now that this is back here and this is back here, so that shouldn't affect muscle memory too much now. And so then that's on the right side there. I'll just exit this Norton thing if I can. There we go. And so yeah, that's very good progress that was changed. Overall, I do like the idea of the My Collection thing. I think compared to a lot of the other updates that Bricklink has done recently, this is definitely one of the ones that should bring more commercial value to the site. And I mean, arguably it shouldn't have been done in the middle of December and caused this many issues for this many people. But it seems to be mostly okay now. I don't want to jinx it or anything like that. But yeah, hopefully it's good now, and hopefully they'll get to some of the other things that need fixing on the site soon. They still haven't added the Canada tax thing, which legally should have been done in July, and it's currently November. So technically, Bricklink should have been collecting sales tax for Canada since about July. Every other site, well, not every other site, but Brickowl hasn't done it, but eBay's done it, and Amazon's done it, I'm pretty sure, along with other sites. But Bricklink just hasn't done it yet for some reason. They said it's in the works, but nothing's been changed or anything like that. So that's always a good mess. And yeah, when taxes are involved. So then, yeah, I can't wait for that to be done, because then I don't have to remit GST or collect GST myself, which will be so much nicer, because every few months I just need to save up like $1,000 or something like that, and then just pay that back to the government in tax I collected. Yeah, I have that money to spend all the time, but then I have to save up $1,000 to pay it back and everything like that. Yeah, I should have a separate account for it, but yeah, it's just too much complicated stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching the vlog if you got this far, and yeah, hopefully the next vlog will be out on Saturday, and it won't take too long to edit this vlog.